I'm 78 years old, and last New Year's Eve, I sat alone in my living room while fireworks lit up the sky outside. The neighbors were laughing. Car doors were slamming. Someone down the street was playing music too loud. I didn't cry. I didn't feel sorry for myself. I just sat there in the dark, watching the clock move toward midnight, and I finally understood something I'd been running from my entire life. I was a good daughter, a dutiful wife, a devoted mother, a reliable grandmother, 43 years of marriage, 3 children, 7 grandchildren. I cooked dinner every single night for 56 years, even when I was sick, even when I was tired, even when no one said thank you. I ironed my husband's shirts every Sunday morning while he read the paper. I hosted Thanksgiving for 29 years straight, 29 turkeys, 29 pies, 29 times cleaning up while everyone else watched football. I never missed a school play, a soccer game, a birthday party. I was always there, always smiling, always ready with snacks and encouragement. I volunteered at church. I brought meals to sick neighbors. I babysat for friends without being asked. I did everything right. Everyone said so. You're such a good mother. Your husband is so lucky. I don't know how you do it all, and I believe them. I thought that's what a good woman did. She gave everything away and kept nothing for herself. And somewhere in all of that doing, I disappeared. Not all at once, just a little bit every year, like a photograph left in the sun, slowly fading until you can barely make out the face anymore. My husband passed 3 years ago. Heart attack, quick. He didn't suffer. Everyone kept saying, at least you had all those years together. And I did, 43 years. But after the funeral, after the casserole stopped coming, after everyone went back to their lives, the house got quiet in a way I'd never known before. The children called on Sundays, always Sunday afternoon, like clockwork. How are you doing? Mom? I'm fine. Do you need anything? No, I'm fine. Some means maybe 10. Then they had to go. Dinner to cook, kids to bathe, lives to live. The grandchildren visited on holidays. They'd run in, hug me, show me their new toys, and then disappear into the backyard or the TV room. And I'd stand in the kitchen, arranging cookies on a plate no one would eat, listening to their laughter in another room. But New Year's Eve last year, no one came. They had their own lives, their own parties, their own plans. My daughter called at 6 o'clock. Mom, are you okay? Do you want me to come over? I could hear the hope in her voice that I'd say no. I'm fine. Sweetheart, you go have fun. Are you sure? I'm sure. And I sat there in the dark, watching the clock move toward midnight. And I realized something. I had spent 78 years waiting for permission to live, permission that was never going to come. The lie they taught us was simple. Be patient. Be selfless. Your time will come. After the children are grown, after retirement, after the house is paid off, after your husband retires, after. I told myself the same thing every January 1st for 50 years. This year, I'll take that painting class. I'd see the flyer at the library, watercolor for beginners, Tuesday nights. I'd pick it up, hold it, imagine myself there. Then I'd put it back. Too expensive, too far, too much trouble. This year, I'll visit my sister in Oregon. She kept asking. For 30 years, she kept asking, come see me, come see the ocean, come stay for a week. And I always said, soon, maybe next summer. But next summer, there was always something, a graduation, a wedding. Someone needed help moving. This year, I'll learn to play piano. There was a piano in our living room for 26 years. My mother's piano. I dusted it every week. I never played it. I told myself I'd take lessons when I had more time. This year, I'll write that letter to my mother, who died when I was 34. I never told her I forgave her. I never told her I understood. I kept thinking I'd write it down someday, put it all on paper. But this year never came because life kept happening. Meals needed cooking. Laundry needed folding. Someone always needed something. Doctor's appointments, grocery shopping, oil changes, phone calls. And I kept thinking, next year I'll have time. The cost of that lie isn't dramatic. You don't wake up one morning and realize you've lost yourself. You just look around one day and notice you're not there anymore. Just an echo, just a shape someone else filled in. I had a friend named Diane. We met in our 40s at a church group. She was sharp, funny, full of ideas. She'd sit in the back row and whisper jokes during the serious parts. She wanted to open a bookstore, not a big one, just a little shop downtown with a coffee counter and a reading corner by the window. She talked about it constantly. She had the whole thing planned out. She'd drive by empty storefronts and call me. That one would be perfect. Can you see it? She had notebooks full of plans, book lists, design sketches, business plans written in careful handwriting. But there was always a reason to wait. Her mother needed help. Dementia. Diane spent 5 years driving across town every day, managing medications, arguing with doctors. After Mom, she'd say, after Mom, I'll do it. Then her son was in college. Tuition, books, rent. After he graduates, she'd say, after he's settled. Well, then it was her husband's business. He needed her to help with the books. Just for a little while, she'd say. Just until we get caught up. She said the same thing every December when we'd have coffee. Maybe next year. Maybe next year will be my year. Diane died at 71. Sudden heart attack in her kitchen on a Tuesday afternoon. She was making lasagna for her son's family. They were coming for dinner. She never opened that bookstore at her funeral. Her daughter pulled me aside. She handed me one of those notebooks. Mom wanted you to have this, she said. I opened it that night. Page after page of dreams, written in Diane's careful handwriting. Book titles, paint colors, the exact placement of every shelf, all of it, waiting for a next year that never came. I thought about Diane when I sat alone last New Year's Eve. I thought about all the things I'd written in my own invisible notebooks, all the things I kept postponing, all the next years I'd wasted. So this year, I made 3 small changes, not resolutions, changes. First, I stopped asking permission. In March, my daughter asked what I wanted to do for Christmas. I said, I'm going to visit Aunt Carol in Oregon. She looked shocked. By yourself? Yes. But Mom, we always do Christmas together. I know, not this year. What about the kids? They'll be so disappointed. And I almost backed down. I almost said, you're right. Never mind. But I didn't. I said, I love you. I love the kids, but I need to do this. I didn't ask if it was okay. I didn't apologize. I told them I was going, and I went. It felt selfish at first. It felt wrong. The whole flight, I kept thinking, what am I doing? They need me there. But when I stood at the coast on Christmas morning, watching the waves crash against the rocks, feeling the wind in my hair, I felt something I hadn't felt in decades. I felt like myself. Not someone's mother, not someone's grandmother, just me. Carol and I spent a week together. We talked, we laughed, we cried. We talked about things I'd been carrying for 50 years, and I came home different. Second, I started saying no. My daughter had been asking me to babysit every Friday for 2 years so she could have date night. Every Friday, without fail. And I said yes, every single week, because that's what good grandmothers do, right? They help. But one Friday in April, she called and asked if I could take the kids. And I said no, just like that. No, I can't this week. Silence on the other end. Is everything okay? Everything's fine. I just have other plans. What plans? And I realized I didn't owe her an explanation. I'm taking a pottery class. More silence. A pottery class? Yes. She was upset. I could hear it in her voice. But she adjusted. She found a babysitter, and I kept going to my class. Every Friday night, I sit at a pottery wheel and make terrible bowls that fall apart. and I love it. Not because I'm good at it, because I'm doing it. Third, I stopped waiting for the right time. In June, I dyed my hair. I know that sounds small, silly, even, but I'd wanted to for 30 years. My husband didn't like it when women dyed their hair. He said it looked cheap, so I never did it. After he died, I still didn't do it. I was waiting for some imaginary moment when it would feel appropriate, when people wouldn't judge me, when it would make sense. But there was no such moment. So one Saturday morning, I just walked into a salon and did it, gray with a streak of violet through the front. The stylist said, "Are you sure?" I said, "I've never been more sure of anything." My daughter hated it. She said it looked ridiculous. My son didn't say anything, which meant he agreed with her. But my youngest granddaughter, who's 16, looked at me and said, "Grandma, you look cool." And I do. I look like someone who decided to stop waiting. Here's what I know now. No one is coming to give you permission to live your life. Your children will not release you from duty. They'll need you until the day you die. If you let them, your responsibilities will not end on their own. There will always be one more thing, one more person who needs help, one more reason to wait. The right time will not arrive. There is no right time. You have to take it. You have to choose yourself, even when it feels selfish, even when people get upset, even when they don't understand. And yes, people will be uncomfortable. They'll call you selfish. They'll say you've changed. They'll wonder what's wrong with you. Let them, because the alternative is spending New Year's Eve alone in the dark, watching the clock strike midnight, realizing you gave away your entire life and kept nothing for yourself. I regret the waiting. I regret the 50 years I spent believing that being a good woman meant being invisible. I regret not visiting my sister sooner. She's 82 now. How many more chances will we have? I regret not writing that letter to my mother, not playing that piano, not taking that class. I don't regret the life I lived. I loved my family. I'm proud of my children. But I regret the parts of me I buried because I thought I had to. I regret believing that someday my life would begin. It was already happening. Every day, every year, and I was missing it. I'm 78 years old. I don't know how many New Year's Eves I have left. Maybe 5, maybe 15, maybe 1. But I know this, I'm not spending another one waiting. Not for permission, not for the right time, not for anything. Because time doesn't wait. It doesn't pause while you figure things out. It doesn't stop while you take care of everyone else first. It just goes, and if you're watching this, wherever you are in your life, whatever age you are, I want you to hear me. You don't have as much time as you think you do. Not because something terrible is coming. Just because life is shorter than we believe when we're young, and every year you wait is a year you don't get back. So here's what I'm asking you to do. If something in this story felt familiar to you, if it touched a place in your heart you've been ignoring, I'd like you to press the like button, not for me, for yourself, as a small acknowledgement that you heard this, that something shifted, even just a little. And if you know someone who needs to hear this, your mother, your sister, your daughter, a friend who's been postponing her life for years, share this with her, because the women in our lives need to hear these truths from each other, not from strangers. If you'd like to keep hearing these stories, you can subscribe. I'll keep sharing them as long as I'm able. There are more truths coming, more stories that need to be told, and I don't know how many chances I'll have to tell them. And finally, I want you to leave a comment answering this one question. What is the one thing you're going to stop waiting to do? Not someday, not next year, not when you have more time. What's the one thing? Write it down. Make it real. Because that's how it starts. Not with a resolution, with a decision.